And welcome back to allfreecrochet.com. For more information or free patterns, please check out allfreecrochet.com. Today we're looking at BFF bracelets, and this is a bracelet done with homespun yarn, but obviously you can choose yarn that meets your needs. I'm really getting into a lot of this homespun stuff, and here this is a Turkish drop spinner, and I'm actually making my own yarn with the raw materials, as you can see. And right over here, this is sheepishgrinstudio.com. Really amazing, really homespun yarn by Diane. And also here, this is the actual bracelet that we're going to work on today. And what I've done is that I've run out, there's not enough material on the yarn there. I've used a magnetic clasp, and it's just basic materials here, and I've just nice and easily done. So what we're going to do today is work on the BFF bracelets. You can make one for your best friend or for a child's best friend, and they are absolutely fabulous. And I think this is more for the eccentric woman. The woman needs a little bit of razzle dazzle in her life, and something that is really quite unique and fun. So let's get started on this tutorial. The first thing I'm going to want to do is that I'm going to want to cut a piece of this artistic wire. I use artistic wire for virtually all the crochet jewelry that I ever do, and I like the quality of it, and I'm not worried about it tarnishing. If you go cheap on your wire there, it could affect it. So I want you to wrap it around your wrist. And if you have a child that you're doing it for, you can always wrap it around their wrist and kind of get a brief measurement on what you think you need, and just give it a little bit of extra so you have something to play with. The best way to cut wire is, yes, it's the nail clippers. It's the best way to do it other than just actual wire cutters itself. It does a really nice finish, and so basically you have your piece of wire. So the next step we want to do is begin to put on one side of the toggle. I'm using a magnetic clasp, and you can see it just separates. The magnetic just seems to be an easier form. So both of them are on there. I'm just going to put it through the one side, but before I do that, let me get a crimping tube. Okay, we're just going to put that on. Most of my products that you see here are purchased online. They're actually not purchased in stores. I find the online market is a little bit, well, a lot more reasonable, to be honest with you. So now what I want to do is that I want to slip on, okay, one of these bad boys. This is a porcelain handmade bead, and these are not cheap, but they are gorgeous. Okay, that's just my opinion. You can have a different one if you want. And now I just want to slip in the toggle, just like so. And I don't want to waste a lot of wire, so I'm just going to fold this over, and I want to feed it through this big porcelain bead. So it comes through the other side. Okay, and I want to pull it tight, and so, but I don't want it so tight that you can't move this, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit. So this should be able to be a little bit flexible. And now I want to just hold and bring that back. I just went down the line, bring it back, put it through both pieces, just like so. And now grabbing your needle nose jeweler pliers here. Okay, and there are cheaper alternatives to these pliers on the market, but you pay for what you get. That's a fair warning. Okay, so now I just got my crimping tube there. It's now a solid piece, and I use this big bead because I want the yarn not to fall off or interrupt with the toggle at all. So it's a really good starter. You know, colors are basically up to you. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to start the yarn work, and then what we're going to do, it's just like crocheting on a clothes hanger. It's actually very, very simple. It's just a technique in order to do it. So let's start that next. Okay, so I'm going to be using a size K hook. You can use whatever size hook that you feel is more appropriate depending on this. This is darngoodyarn.com, and this is a really fabulous, this is called Resolution, and it is absolutely brilliant. It is hand spun by women of northern India on a fair trade program, and basically when you buy from darngoodyarns.com, you're supporting a woman that is for her whole family over in northern India. So it's just a really wonderful opportunity. Let's start off with the slip knot, just like we normally do. So I'm going to assume that you know how to crochet to some degree. Okay, so now what we want to do is that we want to put the wire on top of the crochet hook. Okay, and so all we're going to do now is that we're going to just put the string over top, and now just kind of just like so. So grab the knot so that the wire is now in the middle on top of the line, and just pull through. So you'll have two on your hook. Okay, so basically these are just free floating on the actual wire. Okay, and just this yarn is so brilliant that I want to give it a little bit of extra slack, because of the fact is that I want it to just kind of float really nicely. The colors are absolutely brilliant. So now what I want to do is that I want to get rid of the straggler. So you can't cut it, so what we're going to just do is slip your hook underneath the wire and the straggler now, and we're just going to single crochet ourselves along. So the wire and the straggler just on top. So come underneath. This is exactly like you were going to do a clothes hanger if you were going to do one. Okay, and just keep on going. So this is a really fun color. One thing I love about the resolution yarn, that it doesn't take long and the colors just start transitioning into something even cooler than probably what you have. And if you're doing a darn good yarn, you might want to take a look at part of the ball. Maybe you don't like this color, but you like something about maybe another foot or 2 feet into the actual ball. So you have that creativity about yourself to be able to do it. So we're just crocheting ourselves along the wire. And so like a clothes hanger, you're going to want, you're going to want to push it. So it's just kind of pushed here, no big deal. As you get further along, you can continue to push it back. If you want to scrunch it up to create like a ruffle effect, you can do that as well, no big deal. And you can see the yarn is transitioning to something different now, and that's why I love this yarn, because it's just absolutely brilliant. And these are very royal colors. I've let my straggler now fall out, and I can safely trim that, knowing that it's buried under half of this bracelet at this point. And this is a really simple project to make for you or your friend, or for your child and their best friend, or even for a guy if it was the right colors. It would be a really cool bracelet to be having, especially for summertime. I think it would be kind of something fun on the beach to wear. So you can see that this bracelet, compared to the one that's over there, this one is a little more sparse. It's not as thick, but not everybody wants to have a perceived yarn ball on their arm. So this is a really kind of a cool idea. So what stops me from not using the wire? Well, nothing really. It's just I think the wire gives it a good stabilized base. I find with yarn crafts, they stretch. And so if the wire is there and the wire matches your arm, then basically the yarn can stretch all that at once, but it doesn't really affect the actual project itself. It won't get to the point where it's going to fall off your arm, because the wire is protecting it from doing so. Okay, so I don't mind sliding a bit extra on. There's some beautiful blues and greens within this particular ball as well, so as I get further it would change even more. And again, I don't mind this homespun stuff. You can see it's transitioning to something different. It's got a little bit of flair in it. That's all about artistic creativity as far as I'm concerned. And you can see some of it spun more tighter than other parts, and again, that's just something I like. So what I'm going to just do now is that I'm going to just try it. Just put it around my arm. It's like so. It's getting pretty close. But what I want to do is I want to push this a little bit further back. I want to make it a little more dense. If you don't make it dense enough, you're going to see bare wire near the clasping area, because this will all stay together in one spot. But this is a wonderful opportunity to start introducing yellow and blues onto this creative masterpiece. And now some purples. Okay, I'm going to try that again, like so, and I'm going to stop. So what I want to do now is just grab my scissors, or if I have them with me, it's over at my desk. I'm just going to use my nail clippers and cut the string, and now I'm just going to pull this out, and I want to hold the wire so it's separate from it, just like so, and voila, we have almost completed. Now this is where the straggler fell out. I'm just going to just very gently trim that. Scissors would be a lot better, so I'm probably going to do that off camera. And just go clean this edge up a little bit, and then we'll continue along and we'll do the other side of this bracelet. Okay, the next part we're going to do is we're going to put on a crimping tube. Again, for this side, we're going to put on the other side of the porcelain bead, the handmade painted porcelain. Like so. I want to get the other side, so that's already on there, so I can do that. And I want to fold just like so. I haven't actually tested the length of this yet, so I'm just going to feed it through anyway. I'm going to feed it through the bead so it comes through the other side. It can be a little bit tricky now that you got your hands full of yarn and all this fabulous materials, and it's through. I'm just going to push. I'm going to use my needle nose jeweler pliers and pull it tighter, just like so, and I want to try it before I seal it off with that other crimping tube. So let's unsnap them, so just like so. I'm going to try it and put it on and see if I like the length, and if you think it's a little bit loose, so what I'm going to just do is I'm going to pull this back off, and now I want to make it a little bit looser. So let's begin to do that, or a little bit tighter, sorry. So I'm going to pull out a little bit, and using my crimping, I'm going to pull on it a bit more. Okay. And now I just want to get my other crimping tube that you see there. It's really hard to see now, and you kind of want the yarn to be kind of mixing in. Push this bead up pretty close, but let this be a little bit flexible. Let the toggle be a little bit flexible, so don't force it all the way. Just give it a little bit of room to breathe. And now we just want to slide this back on, and now here is your straggler point of the other one, and what we're just going to do is that we're just going to do a weaved finish inside. Okay, and because this is homespun, and again, you can use yarn that matches your personality if you choose not to go this artistic or this crazy with the yarn. So I'm just going to wrap it 3 times, so I'm just moving my way down. It's just a weaving technique, and we have that technique available on this channel as well if you're interested. And just like so, and voila, now you can move things around if you want to, and you can see it just nice and quick and easy. It's very artistic, it's fun, and basically you can just put it on now, and literally within a few minutes you have yourself a nice BFF bracelet. And you know what, it's actually very simple. It's light, it's really soft because it is satin yarn, and it's recycled by darngoodyarn.com. Until next time, on behalf of allfreecrochet.com, I'm your host, Mikey.